Hi folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our 2015 Popstar Project Max. So I picked this up from Fraser about a week ago and it's sat in the workshop. I just haven't had a chance to get onto it. My normal work's just way too busy at the moment. But we'll go out and have a look at it now. We're going to make a start on it again now, putting the bumper back on. So let's roll the title, let's get going and let's get out there and take a look at it. Here it is, guys. So apologies first of all that the videos haven't been as forthcoming as what they have been recently. My normal work is just crazy busy. As most of you know, this isn't what I do for a living, the Fiats. I'm a mechanical electrical engineer, so I work on all industrial and commercial ventilation units all over the country. And it's just been absolutely crazy. Everyone wants stuff before Christmas. I just had this. This is an old fan from I think the 1950s or 60s. It's been delivered. It's got these old oil-filled bearings on it here, and it's just been delivered in pieces. I've got to strip that down in the workshop here, put a newer type of bearing on it, and rebuild it, and send it off to the customer who's delivered it to me. But just crazy busy. I've got boxes of filters and stuff everywhere that I've had to deliver. 120 boxes. It's just been mental. So I do apologise, but anyway, back to the cars. So got this back from Fraser. I've probably had it about a week now, if I'm honest, but just haven't had a chance to get onto it. It's got parked up in here. Well, I had to delay picking it up for about a week as well. It's actually been ready for 2 weeks, but I had to delay it for a week because the unit was full of cardboard boxes, like I say. But I'll try and see if I can get a decent bit of light on it for you at the moment, just as we get going. But see, the bumper was actually painted off the car. Then he hung it back on, temporary fixed it at the top there, and just had to blend it into the wings if you needed to. But I think, to be honest, hopefully that camera's making it out. That colour match again is absolutely perfect. So well done to Dave and the guys at Clacton Car Panels and Paints. Nailed it. And if you remember, this was the new wing, one we had a lot of trouble with. Don't know actually. Yeah, Fraser did take care of that little dent that I put in it, or has he changed the wing? Not sure. I think it's the wing that I put on, the one that I had all the trouble with. But if you remember, pushing it, trying to line it up here, which he's done for me now, put a little dent in it, but he's got that out of it. But as you can see, hopefully the camera's making that out. I'll zoom out a little bit. Colour match is perfect. I don't know what that's looking like through the camera, but trust me, it's absolutely perfect. So jobs we've got to do on this now. I'm going to whip the bumper back off. Obviously, we've got to put the DRL in the passenger side. Have I put the bracket on that wing? Yeah, so I've put the bracket on that wing. So we've got to put the DRL in the passenger side. We've got to put the Fiat badge on, the whiskers, all the grille in the bottom there. And I'm sure, if I remember rightly, yeah, is that the one? Yeah, I think the horn was broke on this, wasn't it? So we've got to replace the horn on this as well, because I think that snapped off. Turn the light off. There we go. Yeah, so there's not much to do on this. I've got to put an indicator lens in it as well. I think that was it. Cam belt was already done, if you remember, guys. I've actually hopefully got someone interested in this car before I've even finished it. So it's crazy at the moment. I've got 2 red ones up for sale, and the one they're interested in is this mint green one. A lady's just had I think she's got a Citroen C1. She's just had that written off. Well, I say she's had it written off. She's just had an accident in it. She hit a deer and smashed the front driver's side corner in. If I can get a picture of it, I'll put it in this video somewhere. But she smashed the front driver's side corner in on it. And she knows that I sell Fiat 500s. I sent her a picture of the red ones I've got for sale and this mint green one. And she really likes to look at the mint green one. So I need to get this done as soon as possible, really. If she wants to come and have a look at it. So obviously the interior still needs a good clean, which we'll do on the final video. I've not touched this in there. This is how it came into us, so we've got to do that. I've actually bought the little tool now that both Alex and Paul use at Car Salvage 101 and at Love 500 that clones the keys. So I've not bought the one that does the remote. I've just bought the one that does just the normal bladed keys. So when I come to do that for this car, because obviously it's only got one key, I'll include that on the video and show you guys how to do it once I've mastered how to do it. So I think, is the battery dead on this? Yeah, I think the battery's dead on this as well because it's sat here for a while. So I think first things first, we'll get this up on the ramp. I'll whip the front wheels off just to make sure everything's all right under there still. I cleaned up all the axle on the back of this. I'll probably rust wax oil the back axle on this as well, just as a precaution. I'm going to do that on all the cars from now on, I think, unless they look in pretty much perfect condition. So we'll get this up on the ramp now. We'll whip the front wheels off. We'll get that bumper off. I'll lay the bubble wrap out on the floor, and then I'll probably put you guys on time lapse just while I put the trim on it. And we'll get that out of the way now. So I'll stick this up on the ramp, guys, and we'll be back to you shortly. Right, folks, I've had to put the hoodie on because it's absolutely Baltic outside. So I'm not going to bother putting the space heater on yet. I'm trying to save the gas for a bit further on in the winter. So it's easy to put a hoodie on. So yeah, we're going to whip the bumper off. I'll lay the bumper on its back on some bubble wrap behind the car, and then we'll tiger seal the whiskers back on. We'll put the badge on. Not got a new front number plate yet, so I'll have to order that, and a new back number plate. So I'll order them tomorrow. And then we'll put the new whiskers on. I've got new whiskers, and we'll pop the whiskers, these chrome bits, sorry, they're the whiskers. And then we'll put the grille and everything back in here, put the DRLs in, then the bumper can go back on. So I'll just chuck these in my pocket. Be very careful not to drop this bumper. Fraser's done such a good job of painting it. Right, let's manoeuvre this off there. There we go. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to chuck this around back of the car, and I'll move the camera around. Oh, like that. There we go. Happy days. I'll give all this a clean up as well while the bumper's off. And was I right about the horn? Yeah, I was. I don't know if you can see that, but that little plug there, it's part of the horn. It snapped off. So we'll whip that off there now. It's only one 10mm head M6 bolt that holds the horn on. So we'll whip that off. I've got a spare one up on the mez. So we'll swap that out now, and we'll give this all a clean and everything. And then we'll get to that trim. Did I put the nuts in that wing? Yeah, I did. Result. So I'll give this a clean up. I won't bother filming that, guys. You've seen me do it all before anyway, but I won't bother filming that. I'll just give this a clean. I'll set the camera up over there where the bumper is. Right, guys, bumper's there ready to go on the bubble wrap. I'm going to film that in time lapse with me putting the trim and everything on it. It's probably going to take about 15 minutes to do. So we'll do that in time lapse. I'll just show you the new bits we got here. So I'm going to reuse the whiskers that go either side of the Fiat badge. Nothing wrong with them. Reuse the Fiat badge. There's nothing wrong with that. And then what I've got here, I've got the new chrome trims that go either side of the number plate. Only one of them was actually damaged, which was the passenger side. Is it passenger? Yeah, passenger side. It's got a couple of cracks here, and I didn't see the point in replacing one of them when they're only £22 for the pair and have them looking a bit uneven. So I'll show you guys actually. So here's the old bumper, if you remember, that come off of it. You can see our minimum, the actual impact damage was, little crack there, little crack there, a little crack there. But this is the chrome trim on about. You can see there's a little crack there, and it's split here. So no point in just replacing one of them because it won't look right. Also treat myself to one of these. You can see the boxes over there, just sitting on that old fan. Treat myself to one of these new Vax spot washes for the interior. I've been using my daughter's one recently on the interiors, and the amount of crap it sucks out of them. I think Alex at Car Salvage 101, he uses the Bizzle one, and I did have one of them, but it kept playing up on me. My daughter's got one of these Vax ones, as I say, and fantastic bit of kit, and that the amount of crap it gets out of the seats is brilliant. It was actually her one that I used on the red 2015 Lounge Project Eddie that we got all that crap out of the seats on that with. So got this one from Argos in B&M at the moment. They're 129 quid, the robbing bastards. But in Argos, 85 quid. So I snapped that up straight away. And that wasn't even a Black Friday deal either. That was just normal price, 85 quid. So I bought that straight away. Literally just got it out of the box. So you'll see me using that in the second part of this video once we've done the bumper. So I'm going to set you guys up in time lapse now. Cue the funky music and enjoy. folks, we're back. It's all done. Problems we had. So these new chrome bits here, they're not a very good fit if I'm honest. So what I had to do, you probably see me on the time lapse, I had to get my multi-tool and the little tabs that go in them holes. I didn't cut them off completely. Well, this one I actually have, but I've left a little tab on the back of them, not the raised bit. I don't know if it's in focus. These seem too thick to go through the bumper. And if I kept hitting them the way I was probably going to damage the chrome trim or risk cracking the paint on the bumper or breaking the bumper. So it's just easier to snip most of them off. But I left a couple of mil of the tab that they attached to on the back, so it's actually got something to push through the holes in the bumper. So they're on. Tiger sealed. The badge is screwed back on or bolted back on with the 8mm nut. The whiskers there and there, they've been tiger sealed on. And yeah, that's the only problems really. So these little tabs are a pain in the arse. They didn't fit too great. I don't know if that's a combination of obviously a pattern part bumper and pattern part chrome cheap things off of eBay, or it's just the actual chrome things themselves. So yeah, but they're on anyway. And then my bloody tiger seal. It's a bit Heath Robinson, but that's about 50mm thick in there. That's gone solid because obviously it's cold, and although I did put a screw in the plastic cap, it's just destroyed the cap getting it off. So I had to stab a hole in the side of it there, scoop it out with a screwdriver, and sort of like spatula it on to the back of the chrome trims. It's a bit Heath Robinson, but it done the trick, and it means I can still use this tube. So I'll probably pop a bolt in that hole just so I can use a tube, because if you can see, it's pretty much a full tube, and that ain't cheap, that stuff. So there. Moving over to the car, I'm probably going to put a new battery on this, guys, because it's flat as a pancake. I've charged it before and it's gone flat again. I don't think it's a parasitic drain. I just think the battery's crap, and it's probably 9 years old, I think, now. So looking at it, you can see up there, I think it's the original battery. So I've got a Halfords trade card, and I get about 30 or 40% off on the batteries there. So I got it in for about 90 quid, 95 quid, something like that. I don't think Tanar do them any cheaper. I'll have a look online, but Halfords is literally 2 minutes up the road from where I live, so I'll probably nip in there tomorrow and get a new battery for it. I wax oiled these spring mounts now as well, just to give them a bit more protection. I've cleaned up all around the back of the bumper there, cleaned all the bottom crash bar, cleaned in here as well, although you're not going to see that because the arch liner goes in there. I'm just going to put the arch liners back in now while the bumper's off. Then we'll probably leave the bumper on the floor for 24 hours for the tiger seal to go off. And while that's drying, I'll drop this back down on its wheels. We'll whip the interior out, and then we'll try that new spot cleaner on the interior. So back to you shortly, guys, once I've put the arch liners in. I won't bother filming that. It's pointless. You know how they're going. It's just a couple of nuts and that's it, and a couple of screws. So back to you shortly. Right, guys, car's back down on the ramp now, or I've lowered it down. I've already removed the front seats. You can see there's a lot of bum dirt on there. So this new Vax spot wash, hopefully, once we get cracking on that, we'll take care of them. It might need a couple of goes. We'll see how we get on with it. So they're out, ready to go. Boot carpet's out, ready to be hoovered with a Karcher. Spare wheels out. You can see it's a bit dirty in there, so we're going to give that a hoover out, give it a clean. And then I took the old crappy mats out. They're here, actually, there. So we're going to hoover this out with a Karcher, and then get the spot washer on here, give it a nice shampoo. The back seat ain't actually too bad, so I'm just going to do the bottom of that, and that'll take care of that. I used to bin the old mats, but I actually keep them now, and the reason for it is a prime example here, actually. So when I take cars backwards and forwards to the body shop, obviously Fraser gets in with dusty feet. You can't help it, bless him. But it just saves the carpet. Once I've given it a bit of a clean, it just saves the carpet, and I don't need to do it again. I can just take the old mats out and then put the new ones straight in. So you can see there's actually a dusty footprint there. So yeah, that's why I keep the old mats. So I'll do this on time lapse, guys. You know how we do it. Hoover it out, give it a clean anyway. So I'll do this on time lapse. So yeah, cue the funky music and enjoy. Right, folks, seats are all cleaned. They're just sitting there drying. There's a couple of little damp spots there and there. Hopefully that's just where they're still wet and they'll go. If not, I'll just give them 2 little bits of clean. But you can see they've come up lovely. I've cleaned, shampooed, hoovered and vaxed the boot carpet. That's all done. I've hoovered out, cleaned, and then hoovered out again in the boot, so the spare wheel can go back in. Obviously, I've wet back that. I've just got to clean all the door card and everything, but I'll do that when I do the dashboard. But you can see what a difference that is. It's still drying in there. You can see what a difference that's made to that carpet now. Fantastic. And this is the crap that came out of it. For some reason, I know when Alex and Paul wet back their interiors, like theirs is sort of half full with dirty water, but I don't know if I'm not spraying enough solution in there or whatever, but certainly by what's come out, I don't think I need to spray anymore, to be honest. It's more the colour of the water than the quantity of it, I think, but you can see that's absolutely filthy that came out of them seats. And most of that was out the seats, actually, rather than the carpet. The old mats took the brunt of the dirt. So yeah, most of that's all out of them seats. So my opinion of that spot washer, I think it's a fantastic bit of kit for the price point, 85 quid. And I wish I'd have got one sooner now. So I've been using the Karcher there because it is a wet and dry vac. But the spot washer, just parked it over there, you can see it in the corner there. The spot washer is a fantastic bit of kit really for the money. So I'd highly recommend one of them if you've got interiors to do, or your seats at home, like your sofa and stuff like that, or your carpet, or if you've got a pet and it's had an accident or you spill any wine. Fantastic bit of kit, you won't go wrong with it, I promise you. Just give you a quick glimpse over here. Actually, you can see, due to time constraints, it's a mess. So I've got to get around to sorting that out. I'm working pretty much every day now up till Christmas, and the next 3 weekends as well. I actually break up for Christmas on the 20th of December because I'll have had enough by then, to be honest. So my plan is to get up here between Christmas and New Year, proper go through everything, have a right good tidy up, get rid of this chipper out of the way. There's a whole lot of wood underneath all that crap there that needs, like logs actually, you can see them there, that needs splitting for my log burner. I've got a spare bumper there that I've had for ages. That's got to go upstairs on the mez. Need to sort through all them tools over there. And just get a bit more tidy in here, really. I don't think there's anything else. No, I think I've covered everything else here. They're drying, and that's it. Right then, folks, we're going to wind this video up here for today. The seats have still got to dry, so there's pointless me putting them back in just yet. The next video will be the final video on this car. I'll have already put the interior back in. You'll see me doing the final clean inside, the cleaning on the outside, the polishing, the waxing, and then we'll sit down, we'll do the final walk around video, we'll go through the figures, we'll tell you what we paid for it and what we put it up for, assuming this lady turns up who may be interested and hasn't bought it beforehand. But either way, you will get a final walk around video and I will go through the figures with you. If you do watch the channel but you don't subscribe, please click the subscribe button and the like. It helps the channel grow and get it out there to more people, which is what we're after at the end of the day. If you hit the notification bell, you know when I upload a new video. Admittedly, they've not been as many as what they should have been recently. But as I've said to you numerous times, guys, I don't do this as a main job. It's a bit of a hobby that's turned into a bit of obsession. But my main job is flat out at the moment. I'm actually booked up to the end of January, including a lot of weekends. So I'm just relentless at work at the moment. I am going to get another video out before Christmas. We're just rolling into December at the moment. The next video will be the final video on this car. Don't forget, we've still got Project Angela to be getting on with, which is our 66 plate facelift lounge, that sort of pastel blue one. That's the next car we'll be getting on. And we've still got Project Lucas in the background as well, which is that 2015 lounge as well. It's just literally got the dent on the wing. They're still sitting on my driveway. I ain't touched it. So thanks very much for watching. Look after yourselves and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.